I am Juliana Atobra, the CEO of Juls Foods and Spices. I was a teacher, trained at PWTC, furthered my education, had my diploma, degree, and master's in educational leadership and management. I taught for 23 years, but I had to follow my passion because I realized there was a need to come up with something to help mankind. So I decided to quit and then join or do what I have always wanted to do. That is production of local spices and local tea. Upon second thought, I realized I was cheating the children. I was cheating myself. Though I was being paid, I was not doing what I was paid for. So I thought of just hanging the gloves for teaching, or the chalk for that matter, and then move on into Juls Foods and Spices.
It's indeed a positive development to see African farmers or agribusiness owners, especially in Ghana, embracing value addition. The shift from producing raw materials to adding value that allow farmers to capture more profit and reduce post-harvest loss is what makes me, the Ghanaian farmer, more excited. This week on the Ghanaian Farmer TV, we are here within the heart of Accra, visiting one woman from a teacher to value addition. She's going to tell us more about her story and how it all started. Come with me as we meet the owner of Juls Foods.
Hello! So happy to see you.
Happy to see you too.
Oh my.
Hello.
Hello.
Finally, we are here.
Yes.
Why do you think the Ghanaian Farmer TV is here today?
Oh, you are solely here because of Juls Foods and Spices.
Right.
To showcase what we have as Ghanaians.
Right.
And you are welcome.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Now, where did you get this idea from? Because you know what? This breakfast said, I use it in my palm nut soup, and that is it. And then the rest, this one, I see it in cocoa. I was at cocoa all the time. But for you to have creatively come up to produce tea from hibiscus leaves, tell me, how did you come by this idea?
Wow. Thank you once again for coming.
You're welcome.
And I'm happy to meet you. I remember when we met at the Horticulture Expo. You were just taking shots of everyone, leaving me out. I said, hey, madam, then you came around. Finally, we are here. I have the passion for eating natural foods. So I used to put these things together at home. And I realized that I had to get people to impact that knowledge. So I used to meet them, teach them how to put them together to get the refined natural spices for their meals. Then one day, I started to call a friend who is a son too,
Right.
Mr. Saki.
Okay.
I said, Mr. Saki, if you happen to meet somebody, he's into exportations of foods. So if you happen to meet somebody who wants natural spices, please contact me. Then he said, oh, tomorrow I have something I have to send to somebody outside. So put yourself together. That took me to Medina Market. I got a margarine cup of everything, processed it, packaged it in his house. I didn't have anything, so he helped me seal everything, and then he took it out for me.
Okay.
And then that brought about the whole year. So I started doing it, calling few friends. I have this would you want to buy? He said, yes, come around. So quickly, I would dash down from his house at Domi to wherever, sell it, get to Domi market, buy something, process it, go back to him, and then
that's how it kept on going.
Ongoing. Great.
Yeah. Great.
Yes.
Now over here, I see a lot of herbs.
Yeah.
Run me through one by one what we have here for those who don't know. Now let's start with this. This is what?
This is prekese.
Okay. So this prekese,
yes,
is what you've broken into pieces.
yes, we crushed it. Yes,
Okay.
we dehydrated
Right.
and crushed it.
Okay.
Then we have alligator pepper, what we call a fomwisa. Yes.
Okay.
We have it also here.
Right.
We have our rosemary here, our coriander, bay leaf,
Okay.
fennel,
Right.
turmeric.
Okay.
Yes, just to mention a few. And this is for the tea.
Okay.
So I have the
Cloves.
cloves, what we call pepper,
Right.
the negro pepper, quintia.
Right.
So you are learning more of the names that you didn't
And
know.
this
We have powdered ginger.
ginger.
Yes.
Okay. Now let's talk about where you get all of this grown here by farmers in Ghana.
Some majority are grown here. Most of them are grown here.
Okay.
But a few come from other countries, like the coriander. It is out of Ghana.
Okay.
But the alligator pepper,
Yes.
the prekese,
Ginger.
everything, those ones are made in Ghana stuff.
All right. So apart from the Medina market or the Nima market, where else do you get the spices?
Okay, so for the tea, we get it from Togo.
Togo.
Yes,
Okay.
my procurement personnel
Right.
goes.
You go
to
all
Togo.
the way to
Yes, yes.
Okay.
One, because of the price, it's
Right.
affordable there, and then the quality.
Right.
It is actually from Benin. Then to Togo, we go there to get it.
Okay. On a typical day, if you're producing, how many batches of, let's say, just the spices are you able to produce on a typical day?
We can do about 4 sacks of the coriander, and the coriander is 15 kg.
Right.
So I would say 60 kg. So we can have about 300 or 400 bottles. Yes. So since we don't have big storage, we work at once, put them somewhere,
Right.
and then we sell. When our things are out of stock, we come back, produce, and then that's how we run our business.
Right. A resigned teacher. No government is paying you again, no allowance, no nothing. So tell me about the finances part of this business.
Oh, it has been a tough journey. A tough journey. We didn't have any money from anywhere. If I say we, I'm talking about myself and my husband.
Right.
We didn't have money coming from anywhere. So the little we had, we started with a cup, as I said. So a cup of coriander is about 20 Ghana. So, you know, we spent about 100 cedis, sold it, got some profit, added it to the original, and then we kept moving with it. So after a while, we realized we had some money there. So we decided now to procure some machines from our own resources. We haven't gotten any funding from anywhere. Nobody has come to fund us. We haven't taken loan from anywhere. In fact, my husband and the father told me, you don't take loan to start a business.
Right.
Work within your means and improve upon what you have. So that has been our story.
That is deep.
Yeah.
Do you remember the exact capital you used for the first production?
It was 100 Ghana cedis. So I bought a cup of coriander, pepper.
Right.
I couldn't even buy a cup of pepper. So the ones they've tied,
small in
yes,
rubbers.
I bought 2, bought bay leaf, a little of everything. And when I got to Domi to mill it, the miller told me, Madam, what day we need to
It's so small.
Too small.
Okay.
And I didn't have enough. And I didn't even know somebody would buy it because I didn't have the buyers.
Okay.
But wow.
You are moving by faith.
Yes, I moved by faith and it really worked.
Right. So it's been almost 4 years.
Yes.
How would you describe the journey?
It has been tough, interesting, enjoying, and I would say successful.
Is it worth it?
Very, very. In fact,
You don't regret leaving the classroom?
not a day. And I was telling my family, if I had known earlier, this thing would have been the start. I have never regretted, and I won't regret it. And I enjoy doing every bit of it. Yes.
I always say that if you're doing something and you don't enjoy it, you don't love it, even if it's not bringing the expected amount of profit you're looking at, but you still don't enjoy it, then that is not your calling. You heard her clearly. On a normal day, at the end of the month, government will pay, Alawa will come. But she still left that and decided to be doing this. So it means it's a calling. Don't jump into business because you see others doing. Jump into it because you're passionate. You want to make impact. Whether it's paying now or later, you love what you're doing. Now let's move on. So 4 years journey. How are you able to compete on the market? Because our Ghanaian market is saturated with spices from other parts of the African countries, even including Asia and Europe. And you know the typical Ghanaian attitude towards Ghanaian made products. How are you navigating your way to be selling this?
So initially, I was worried, but I came to the realization that I have no competitor. I am doing my own thing within my space. So I never bothered about the ones at the market or on the market.
Right.
What I have is what I project.
Okay.
And I made sure the quality was there.
Right.
So you buy it, you will go and come back. So though we have influx of those things there, I don't have a problem. I sell what I have and I enjoy selling it. If you want the foreign one, go for it. But those who want life will always choose Juls.
Indeed. Let's take a walk to some of the machines you have now and what role it plays in finalizing the whole thing. I see a machine here.
Yes. So this is our dehydrator, this one. If I tell you how I got this, I traveled to Takrady for 4 days with the Ghana Matron Association to go and sell. Then I heard of another market at Winneba. So from Winneba, I came straight home. Then I told myself, how am I going to dehydrate the stuff I have? So the next day, I gathered all the monies I had, went to Accra and got this dehydrator.
What?
Yes.
All the business money?
Yes. Because I used to dehydrate it somewhere in Pantan. From Dodowa to Pantan. You drive there, deposit it there, allow it for some days, go back. Look at the fuel, the risk, the stress, everything. So I went to Accra and got this. And when I got it, I realized I had no money left. So I stayed in my room asking God questions. Why did I buy this, God? Why? Why didn't you prompt me not to buy this? But it has been of great help.
It has paid off.
Yes.
It was worth the risk.
Yes.
You've done well. Congratulations.
Thank you. So this is the dehydrator.
Right.
So as you can see, it has 20 trays.
Okay.
I already have my turmeric there, ready to be dried. So I have it here.
Is
20
something
trays.
you use electricity to power?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So when you put in all of this, how many hours does it take to,
So for the turmeric, it is not the same temperature across board.
Okay.
Every product or every material with the temperature.
Right.
So with this, you need about 95 degrees Celsius for it to get dry.
Okay.
Yes. And with other ones too, you have to regulate it.
Right.
If you don't regulate it well, you end up burning your stuff and then reducing it.
Right.
The nutritional value will be lost.
Okay.
Yes. So.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. So this is the dehydrator.
Okay.
And then this is the grinder. So for the teas,
yes,
going up and down, going to mill it somewhere. Sometimes when you get to the open market, the things for milling, you begin to wonder what we will take in.
Right.
So I thought of getting this. And again, from a sale, I gathered all the money, went back to UTC and got the stuff. So now for my teas, I process everything in here. I dehydrate, I process, and then
you're done.
Yes.
Wow. You see, it's not about the big factories. Even the smallest equipment can do mighty things.
Yeah.
And this is it. So at the end of the day, I'll show you how the tea bag look like. It goes into this nicely packaged stuff, and it's on your shelves for you to buy from the supermarket. If you're doing business, you need to keep reinvesting until the business is settled to pay the bills now. All right. So let's move on. I see some things also at this far corner here.
Yes. So it's a sealer.
Okay.
An automatic sealer.
Right.
Yes. It does it writes the manufacturing expiry date, batch number, everything. So we have it here.
Okay.
Yes. And then we have the tea bag filler.
Okay.
So we pour the content here. After milling, I pour it here, and then we operate it. So everything is regulated. Everything is regulated. You just put your tea bag there. It senses your hand, and then it drops. Okay. So if you wouldn't mind, I can demonstrate.
Of course.
So on a normal day, on a normal day when I am doing my production, so this is how it goes.
Okay.
So I have my content in it.
All right.
So I have programmed everything here.
Already?
Yes. So I just turn it on. And then once it senses my hand, it will drop the kilograms into it. So here we are. Years back, this gentleman and I, together with my husband, as I said earlier, we're doing it with spoons.
Okay, that's okay.
Yes.
Right. So when you didn't have this machine, you use teaspoon.
Teaspoon.
To fetch.
Yes.
One by one.
Yes.
How do you even know the kilograms?
So we have our scale here.
Right.
We have our scale.
Okay, that's the scale.
That's the scale.
Okay.
And you know what? You want 2 grams.
Right.
You fetch with the spoon.
Yeah.
You put it in the bag.
Yes.
You weigh, and it is 3 grams.
Aish.
So you pour it. You weigh. It is 1.5 grams. So on a bag, you will just be sitting. I remember when we had an order.
Right.
About 3 or 4 boxes. We spent 3 days.
Right.
Myself, my husband, this gentleman, and my daughter. Sleepless nights. Packaging. But thankfully, today we have this.
Great.
Yes.
You've done incredible. But let me ask you, what do you think industry leaders, the Food and Drugs Authority, the Standard Authority, the Ghana Export Promotion Authority, Ministry of Food and Agriculture, what do you think they should be doing to help some of you who in your little means are creating jobs, getting people to eat healthy? What should they be doing to help you grow and compete on the global market?
Yes. So I'll pick it first from FDA. FDA, or better still, Food Research and Standards Board. The prices for the analysis. If you are a starter,
Right.
you won't be able to do it because it's that huge. You have to put together all your resources before you can make one analysis.
Wow.
And you know, you have to go through either Standards Board or Food Research before you go to FDA for approval.
Okay, so let's go again. Where is the first call if you want to certify your product?
So you go to FDA
First.
then they will give you what they want you
The
to.
requirements.
Yes, the requirements. Before you will now decide to go to Standards Board or Food Research to go for the analysis and pay that big money. Before they will give you an analysis, then you go back to FDA for certification.
Right.
Yes.
Presently, how many product lines do you have?
I have 3.
3.
The chicken spice, and then we have the meat and fish spice too.
Okay.
And then the hibiscus mix.
The hibiscus, I see you have a lot of flavors.
Yes.
What and what is there?
So I have the hibiscus with cinnamon.
Right.
I have the hibiscus with mint.
Okay.
Yes, I have these 3. But we are still in the process working on this.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Guys, this is the one I took this morning when I came. You know, women and our thing. the pain was so much, but as I speak, Charlie, I get grandy. You know, it's looking good. And this is why when I see some of these small businesses, I want to put the spotlight on what they are doing. Do you have a farm yet?
I don't. It has always been my dream, but I don't have as of now.
Okay.
I wish to do it one day. Yes.
Okay. Have you had a chance to meet the farmers who produce these for you to add value to? Have you had a chance to meet them before?
Not yet.
Okay.
Yes, not yet.
Oh.
But I'll be very happy if I come into contact with them. I'll be very happy.
Okay.
It will be my joy. So given the opportunity to change something about what we eat, I will just do what I am doing, the local spices. Most of times we deal or we buy this foreign stuff. We don't even know where they are coming from, whether it is really organic as they are telling us. We have Negro pepper here, very organic, nutritious, good for our health. Everything concerning the natural stuff we have in Ghana and in Africa for that matter. And to restructure our mind, reframe, reset our minds to it that when you eat the locally grown spices, you have a better life. So I would want to focus more on what I do and encourage everyone to eat it because it will benefit all of us.
What is the future looking like for Juls Foods?
Very bright. If for 4 years we started from nowhere, from nothing, and we have been able by the grace of God to get all these things, the next 10 years we will be a force to reckon with.
That's the spirit.
Yes.
Hello, hallelujah, somebody. That is the spirit.
Amen,
So
somebody.
I'm going to come back in the next 5 years.
Yes.
I will be back with my twins to the factory.
Yes.
And I'll show you the next level of Juls Foods.
Yes.
How many jobs have you created so far?
So far, I don't have permanent workers.
Okay.
Because one of the facility. So when
But
there is
casually?
yes, I have 6.
6.
Yes.
Within 4 years, 6
Yes.
jobs created already.
I have 6.
That's good. Tell me, how is sales looking like for you in a typical month? How is sales looking like, and what among these 4 products is the fastest?
Okay, I wouldn't be able to say this or that. It depends. It depends on the season or the month.
Right.
Sometimes the spices will just move, and then another time it will be the tea.
Right.
But on a normal day sales, it's good.
It's good.
Yes, it's good. And you know what? If I should sell 2 of this a day, I'm happy because somebody is going to enjoy natural something somewhere. So if I sell 2 a day, I am happy.
Okay. How many of the tea bags are in this? If I should buy
20.
20 pieces.
Yes.
Okay. And how do I take it? Is it every morning or morning and evening?
So it is food.
Okay.
And not drug.
Right.
So just as you take any other drink, as and when you want it. So you can put it one in a teacup, add your hot water and brew, and take it in the morning.
Okay.
And then in the evening, you can take it and then you go to bed.
How many of these are there in a box?
24.
24. And it's going for how much?
So,
somebody might volunteer to buy one.
Yes, so this one, I would say 30 cedis for 24. So 720 Ghana cedis.
Okay. And this one, the chicken?
This one is 35 and 24 in a box.
In a box.
Yes.
Okay.
So for that calculation, actual calculating, mommy, why?
Okay. Okay. Calculate for us. The money part, calculate that one for us. But tell me, so the team, the core team, your husband, who is a pastor, is very key in the business.
Yes.
Why did you encourage your wife to resign from her well-paid job as a teacher to come and go into producing or manufacturing spices?
She was doing well in her teaching field. I mean, raising some of the children. I mean, we were even receiving calls from somewhere. Even up to now, the impact she's been making in the teaching field, that's good enough. Good. However, I realized that this thing she's doing now is something that is inherent. She will wake up and she will tell you that I have this, I have that, I have this, I have that. Good. So there were occasions that she started doing it at home for us. We'll be trying it, drinking some, using some to cook, and realized that it was so healthy. And she started doing it for others, and they were also enjoying it, and the health benefits they were getting out of it. And you know that in our system now, there are many adulterated things in the system now. Good. And most of the things you buy from the market, you can't get the what's the word? The authenticity. Organic of the whole thing. Good. But as she started it, I realized the seriousness with which she attached to her work, and the distance with which she want the thing to go. I realized that it will help a lot of people. So therefore, if that's what she needs, and she needs to have time to do it. She can't combine both, because sometimes she has to be working, and you can't be, I would say, forced balance is an abomination. So you can't leave your duty as a teacher and be working at home. So looking at all this, it's better she resign from that job and then give a lot of time to what she's doing.
Which of these products is your favorite?
Which of them?
Yes.
They are all my favorite, honestly.
From the spices to the tea bags, which one is your favorite?
They are all my favorite, but let me see. I think this one, the hibiscus mix.
Okay, that's your favorite. That's
Yes,
what I'm
please.
taking right now.
And so how do you see it?
It actually tastes nice. I was in pain when I came, but the pain is gradually going down.
We thank God.
Great. But lastly, what were some of the impacts that your wife's products have made that you've heard from consumers talked about that made you felt that I took the right decision encouraging my wife to embark on this journey?
Thank you very much. Let me start from you, because you just mentioned one. You said you were in pain. You took the hibiscus mix, and then you realized the pain is subsiding now. Thank God for that. There has been a lot of testimonies. Good. I remember one day a lady called. She bought some of the hibiscus mix, and then she said she was in pain in the night. She couldn't even get off her bed. Then she remembered that she has one of this. So she had to crawl to the kitchen. And then she just put one bag in her teacup and drank. There and then a little while, she was able to get up. The pain was subsided. She was able to do whatever she had to do.
And then your supervisor is also very key. He has his role to play. I spoke with him briefly to find out, because whilst most young people are shying away from agriculture or agribusiness, he took the step, a leap of faith with you. And this is where you are today. Even new doors have opened for him.
My name is Segbawu Desmond Yao. I completed the University of Ghana in 2019, and I offered psychology and sociology. Yes, after completion, I went to do my national service at Ayawaso Central Municipality. Thereafter, I realized that when I completed the service, finding a job, that's my dream job, was very, very difficult. So I stayed at home for a month or two. Then I came into contact with Mama Julie, as I affectionately call her. Yes, she talked to me about the business she wants to grow, and I decided to buy into it. So she asked for my assistance, and I obliged. On the first day, I felt a little bit uncomfortable, because it looked like a ladies kind of thing, because we bagging tea bags, we doing, and I felt a little bit uncomfortable. But as time went on, I started developing love for the thing. I started developing that love for the thing. I put in my very best. I come very early, try to clean up the place, help her. So I didn't do it alone though. as we were doing it, everybody was on. It was like a family business. Daddy was on board. That's Mama Julie's husband, the daughter, that's Sister Neza. They were all on board. So we were all involved in the upbringing of the business. Sometimes it gets a little tough because when you are filling in the bags, and you take a teaspoon, you try to pour it in, you put it on a weighing scale, it gets over the scale that you want. You have to now reduce it. Then sometimes it goes under scale. It's a little bit hectic, but day in, day out, we became perfect. That even at the first import, then the scale is perfect.
Then there is another gentleman far away, the white man. He's also here,
Yes.
who also does procurement, right, for you.
My name is Abraham Aye, the procurement manager of Juls Foods. And then in buying our stuffs, when we go to the market, we naturally buy from one source so that if there is anything, we can trace it to the source. So we don't just buy from anybody. We go to one source and we buy our things from there. If we have to travel, we travel and get it. Because with Juls, we want the best for Ghanaian and we want the quality. Okay, so the reason I became part of Juls is that one, she's a mother, and then I realized that she needed help. She needed help, and being around, I decided to join her and help her do whatever she needs. That's how come I joined her.
The basil,
Right.
which is akoko mesa.
Yes.
We harvest it fresh and raw. So the red man you are seeing,
Yes.
the procurement man,
Yes, sir.
he does the scavenging for me. He goes round
Right.
to get this one for me. And I tried doing it with him for 3 days. I realized I was reducing in weight.
Hey!
Yes, it takes energy.
Exercise.
Yes.
Right.
Yes, and you can't do without them.
Right.
I have this in the chicken spice.
Okay.
The basil, it is in the chicken spice.
Okay.
As I said, Juls is always natural. Everything is natural. And the procurement and the supervisor, without him, I can't do much.
Right.
I can't be everywhere.
Okay.
So he does most of the movement. And there is one lady, she's not here, Becky. She goes with me to go and sell.
Right.
So we move. You see, she has her own, something doing, but
Right.
she will follow me to wherever I go to sell. And it has been of great help.
Look into the camera and tell me what you're looking for. I mean, the business. Now, this is the stage we are now. We are looking at scaling up. Tell that Ghanaian living abroad who has money and want to invest in a very good business or agri-business, but don't know where to put their money. Look into the camera and tell them what you need and how they can come on board.
So, Adzi Wofioye, come and invest into Juls Foods and Spices. It's a viable entity. You will not regret it. Bring all your money down. Come and invest into us, and you will laugh at the end of the day.
Come and invest and you laugh at the end of the day. If we want to find you on social media, contact numbers, how do we get you?
0243 540 400 or 057 207 8660. So we are on IG, Instagram as Juls Foods and Spices, Facebook Juls Foods and Spices. We are Dodowa Mensaba and Domi the organizer. Yes, if you want to meet us or get in touch with us, you can go to Domi or Dodowa.
Okay. Lastly, what would be that message you want to share with consumers especially? What would you tell them when they walk into the supermarkets and they are shopping for the house? What should they do to support a typical Ghanaian business? What should we do?
You mentioned supermarkets. Ghana, once they don't know you on the TV, they don't patronize you at all. So supermarket is not there. I tried several places. Nobody would want to take my stuff. And those who opted to help, though they sell, they will not pay. So that's the reason I decided to do one-on-one selling going around and doing it my own way. So I don't have it in the shops. So with the dummy, it's even in a house. You call and then you are directed to the place. Dodoa in my house. You call and you come to buy, or an online thing. You get it through the delivery guys. So we don't have any shop, supermarket anywhere, no. So that is my story, and that is my challenge.
It's unfortunate, it's unacceptable that we have big malls, supermarkets in Ghana, and a Ghanaian is doing something of this quality. You are not willing to showcase it on your shelves. It is FDA approved. So why? If we want to grow and see Ghana on the big global markets, it has to start from supporting each other. And that is why I'm here. I'm not charging anything, but I feel what she's doing needs to be projected. And that is what I find joy and pleasure in doing. If you're a supermarket owner, please do the needful. As for me, the Ghanaian farmer, beyond this, follow me on all my social media. I'll post it every time for you to see.
Thank you very much.
And bye. I wish you all the best. And I know that you will definitely go far. You will go far. You will go places.
Thank you.
In the next few years, when I look for Juls Foods, you tell me, oh, I know. Me were USSR, I'm exhibit. Oh, I know me were UK. Oh, I know Nancy, we just finished the exhibition in Germany. That will be the story.
It has been my dream, and it will surely come to pass.
It will come to pass. Thank you so much for spending your quality 30-45 minutes with me on the Ghanaian Farmer TV. My name is Enyona Manye Ajete. When you see me in town, call me Ghana's finest farmer. Do one thing to support me: subscribe, and make sure you share this video. Let it go very far. Okay? Be an ambassador of Juls Foods and share this video. That's how you can support her. If you want some to buy, she mentioned her number, but I'll drop her number again in the description. So you can pick her number, patronize some. Drink this instead of other beverage. If you don't do that, then you are not a Ghanaian. Thank you very much.
Thank you too.